Sunjin quickly ran to his door. Just hearing Minsu's voice brought a different kind of reaction to him. He tried to go out, but the guard assigned by his father to monitor his movements stopped him, pushing Sunjin back into the office and closing the door. Standing there, Sunjin placed his hand on the door, hoping Minsu was still there. He called out her name and asked if she was still there. Minsu answered from outside, telling him she was there and that she just wanted to request something from him. Nothing else. Sunjin asked if she was okay and if she had been sleeping and eating well. Minsu ignored his questions and instead pleaded with him to do something about the statement that had been released by his company about her. She told him that what was said was false, that it was affecting her life, and that she needed her name cleared. She added that this was all she was asking for, and that she would leave him alone. As she spoke, she began to walk away. Hearing her footsteps fade broke Sunjin's heart. He banged on the door and called out her name, demanding that the guard open it. Defeated and heartbroken, he sat by the door. He didn't want things to end this way. He truly loved her. Even though he had told her he was letting her go, his heart still longed for her. Later that day, Sunjin stormed into the PR department and went straight to the supervisor's office, ordering her to release a statement clearing Minsu's name. The supervisor hesitated, explaining that she had been instructed by Sunjin's father to put out the previous statement and didn't want to go against his orders. Sunjin looked at her angrily and reminded her that he was the CEO and demanded that Minsu's name be cleared. The supervisor looked at him, conflicted. She knew Sunjin's father had more power, and going against him would lead to trouble. She told Sunjin she wouldn't do it unless his father gave the order. Furious, Sunjin stormed out and went straight to his father's office. Without hesitation, he confronted him, reminding him that he had broken up with Minsu as requested and now expected him to clear her name. His father looked at him in disbelief, surprised that he was still thinking about Minsu. He had assumed they were past this. Sunjin pleaded with him, insisting that Minsu had no part in this, that it was his doing, and that she was a good person who only wanted to work hard and live a happy life. His father watched him, realizing just how deeply his son had fallen for Minsu. He stood up from his desk, walked over to Sunjin, and told him that he had no problem clearing Minsu's name, but only on one condition. Sunjin had to go on a blind date that he had arranged, and he had to make a good impression on the woman he was meeting. Sunjin, with no other choice, agreed. His father assured him that Minsu's name would be cleared after the blind date. Sunjin walked out angrily. The following day, Minsu visited the dean's office, asking if she could help her find another internship since she had been dismissed from Tech Bloom. She knew how crucial an internship was to her overall grades and didn't want to fail. The dean told her that the only option left was for her to find one herself, as the department couldn't assist at the moment. Minsu sat there, saddened. The dean reminded her that she was a smart, hard-working young lady and encouraged her not to let this setback stop her from chasing her dreams. Minsu smiled, thanked her, and walked out. Determined, she decided to search for an internship herself. She knew the best approach was to speak directly to potential employers and explain that the accusations against her were false. She visited several organizations, but none gave her a promising response. Still, she refused to give up. That afternoon, Sunjin arrived at the blind date his father had arranged. The meeting was set at a luxurious hotel. He walked in and approached the young lady seated at the table. They exchanged greetings, and she introduced herself as a member of the Jin family, which owned one of Korea's largest gold mines. Unimpressed, Sunjin told her to order whatever she wanted, adding that he wasn't hungry. The lady did most of the talking while Sunjin sat there, lost in thoughts of Minsu. He wished she was the one sitting across from him. The idea of being on a date with another woman didn't sit well with him, but he knew he had to do this for the woman he truly loved. As they sat there, Minsu walked into the hotel. Sunjin's heart sank the moment he saw her.